So that is sort of using the voter file, how they looked at that. And so we'll skip that. So now from 2016 to 2018, it was about a 5-point change. And 2 points of it was because of the relationship between the partisan turnout differential. But the big deal was the combination of new voters and vote switching. And that to get an idea of really why voter turnout went up so much in 2018 and why it benefited Democrats, if you look on the left panel, the that shows doing this, but it's actually a little bit confusing. But basically, that's the percentage of people who dropped off from the presidential to the midterms. So, like, actually, a taller bar means more drop off. And so then you see that the drop off was so much less. And then you look on the right and the far right, and you see that the people who were voting in 2018 for their first midterm were plus 21 Democratic. And more or less, this Pew does the same kind of thing, and you get almost the same numbers
Yep.
for that. And so, in thinking about 2026, there are a few reasons. I know for folks who are regulars, it's going to be weird to hear me saying something that may seem a little optimistic beyond what is out there. But there was like almost certainly partisan turnout differential advantage among new voter people who stayed home in 2024 were more Democratic than the people who voted. And so the likelihood of them rebounding in at least that partisan proportion is historically pretty high, right? So there's kind of a reservoir of voters that might not, I don't mean this in like invisible Trump voter kind of thing, but just in when you're looking at just a survey without thinking about the turnout, the underlying turnout vote history, there's way more flex for upside for Democrats in this election than there is for Republicans, which is kind of counter to the narrative about higher turnout only helping Republicans anymore.
Yeah.
Because right now, the pool of people that would give you a bigger midterm turnout are very disproportionately Democratic voters.